tous. Nous allons maintenant changer.
Good afternoon. Now we're going to change topic to look at the insurance world. At Ibisa, we're looking at an operating system using predefined indicators rather than assessment of real loss after a damage. Now, we call this parametric insurance. Now, how does that work in big lines? I mean, we have to define a parameter with a precipitation, a level of precipitation, for example, but we have various fields, and then the trigger, if these parameters have been reached or they go beyond, then we have a trigger, and then the damages are being paid without checking the real damages. And so the payment will be much quicker than it would happen with classical insurance. At Ibisa, we look at the climatic parameters. So you're all aware that climatic phenomena, extreme climatic phenomena, are more and more frequent and more serious. For example, last October, on the 7th of October, the hurricane, Milton hurricane, was classified Category 5, which is really exceptional. But unfortunately, I mean, we're not all equal with all these climatic turmoils. As a matter of fact, I mean, depending on the location or wealth level, I mean, the situation is not the same. So our customers are in the agricultural field mainly, and also in the energy field. They're located mainly on the equator side in Senegal, in the Philippines, for example, also, which are countries which more of the time are lagging behind in terms of insurance products. So we estimate that 62% of the world global agricultural production is not covered by an insurance product. So our mission or assignment will be to restore trust and grant access in all these insurance products, thanks to concrete parameters, by explaining, by offering them, offering to local insurance companies. Now, as you understood, I mean, we are more involved in the parameter side than just insurance. We're going to study some health parameters. I mean, we're going to define a threshold for parameters which will trigger the payment. Now we're going to look at what happened over the last 30 years. Now, going back to 30 years of climatic event, I mean, it's not very simple. Now, today, we do not have any historical background, official historical background, and accurate at global level regarding climatic events. And also, I mean, it would nearly be impossible to sort of download all the satellite data. It would be too much and too big data. So we try to optimize this process, and so that's where AI has a role at EBR. So we grant a GPS data to define a zone with a generative AI, and then again to analyze this system is going to analyze all the events that took place over the last 30 years at a specific area. And so we asked the artificial intelligence also to give us a trust index, which allowed to reveal these results. And so once the climatic events have been listed, then we're going to look at the satellite data for the same period and for this same geographic zone. And depending on the data we collected, the intensity and frequency of the event, then we're going to define an insurance product we're going to submit to our local partners. Now, we also have to say that, I forgot a slide actually. But then what else can I say? I mean, today, thanks to artificial intelligence, thanks to the satellite data and the work of our experts in terms of risk analysis, then we allowed more than 500,000 agricultural farms to be insured in case of extreme climatic catastrophe. And now our product is exploding, and we are progressing and very successful. Thank you very much for listening to me.